What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. We have a lot to unpack tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This will be posted at 6 o'clock Central Time. I'm filming this in the middle of the night. I'm about to go to bed, but I need to make this video because there's been some new developments that have been going on with the models. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this. All right, so this is what we have right here. 24 hours ago, we weren't expecting what we were about to expect. We were expecting quite a bit of snow around Milwaukee, Madison, maybe the northern suburbs of Chicago, parts of Iowa, parts of rural Illinois, and northwestern Illinois. But now we've seen a 200-mile shift to the south, according to the North American model. We'll show that to you in just a second, but we'll go ahead and show you what's going on, because we now have winter storm warnings from just outside of Chicago into Gary, Kankakee, parts of northwest Indiana, including South Bend, and throughout much of Michiana as well as parts of southern Michigan, including Detroit. Let's go ahead and show you what's going on with this, and we're going to go ahead and show you the winter storm warning. Heavy wet snow accumulations, intense snow rates, strong northeast winds, low visibility, and dangerous travel conditions expected. Total snow accumulations of 4 to 8 inches expected, with locally higher amounts. In addition, northeast winds will gust in excess of 45 miles per hour. This is for one of the counties right there. And this is for northwest Indiana right here. This is for portions of central northeast Illinois and northwest Indiana. This is from noon until 10 p.m. on Friday. Look at this. Additional details. Snow rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour and thunderstorm may occur within a narrow but intense band of snow. Let me repeat this. 2 to 3 inches per hour of snowfall and thunder snow may occur within a narrow but intense band of snow. This will cripple travel conditions, including during the afternoon and evening commute. If you're reading this like I am, and you're looking at this, my opinion is if you're in northwest Indiana, if you're in Kankakee, if you're in Valparaiso, if you're in Gary, if you're in South Bend, Michiana, all these areas that are going to see this massive, intense band of snow, do not travel. I would say the latest you could travel is like 9 a.m. Because the reason I say 9 a.m., and we'll get to this in a second, is because some models have it starting to snow between 9 and 10 a.m. We'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, looking at 2 to 3 inch rates per hour, plus 45 mile per hour winds, and this isn't me quoting this. This is from the National Weather Service. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy looking at this. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and show you the model runs. And this is the North American run. And this is probably the one that is the most shocking to me. And let's go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. This is 15 hours out from the 0Z. This is at 9 a.m. right here. Between 9 and 12. It starts engulfing much of the Chicago area, including Cook County, Chicago proper, parts of DuPage County, Kankakee, all these areas, northwest Indiana, LaPorte, Porter, Lake counties right here. And this just is really intense. We're looking at snowfall rates in some areas eclipsing 40 dBz. And considering this is going to be very wet and heavy snow, yeah, it's just going to be sheets of snow coming down in some of these areas right here. And this goes by really fast, but it hits, and it hits hard. So, yeah, everyone needs to take this very seriously. In fact, this is something we weren't even expecting 24 hours ago. Let's go ahead and show you the total snow accumulation from 24 hours ago we were expecting. This is where we were. This is at 6Z or midnight Saturday, and we were expecting a massive amount of snow from Milwaukee, Madison, Rockford, much of Iowa over here, northwest Illinois, Lake County, Waukegan, North Chicago over here. This is what we were expecting. This is where it is as of 0Z. That is a 200-mile shift to the southeast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not kidding when I say this. These areas right here that are in this are primed to get a lot of snow. How much snow? We don't know yet. I know the North American model says 16 inches of snow, but take it with a grain of salt. And the reason I say take it with a grain of salt is because there's a massive temperature battle with this. And it's literally going to be 1 degree is going to change if you get 1 inch of snow or 12 inches of snow. Because we're looking at these high temperatures around 34, 35 degrees when this rain starts. And if that gets below freezing, well, you're going to see a lot of snow early on. But if it doesn't get below freezing till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that'll change so much. That could be the difference of 6 inches of snow right there. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and show you some of the other runs that have been looking at this. The wrap is at 8 inches of snow. That's why I said take the 16-inch snowfall range with a grain of salt. Here's what the hurah has to say. This is what we have right here. The hurrah is bringing quite a lot of snow for Jasper County. Look at this, around 16 inches of snow for Jasper County right here. And Newton County is around 10, 12 inches. Yeah, this is a very small but very intense area of snow right here. Let's go ahead and show you the Nam Nest. Nam Nest, look at this. Parts of Chicago, anywhere from 2 to 6 inches for Cook County right here. And look at this wide swath of 10-inch range right here, ladies and gentlemen. The European isn't that much better, honestly, if we take a look at that. Can we please pull up the European? Thank you very much. Okay, the European does not want to work, so we'll go ahead and pull up the GFS just to show you what it's talking about. There we go. This is the GFS. This is 0Z. And the 0Z GFS, it's bringing a lot of snow. It's still bringing like it's pushed a little further to the south than the other models have, which is quite interesting. We'll go ahead and show you the 18Z of the European if we can pull that up. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Okay, here's the 12Z of the European right here. I guess the 18Z does not want to work tonight, so we'll just work with the 12Z. The 12Z has around 8 inches of snow for Porter County, Northwest Indiana, anywhere from 7 to 10 inches of snow. So that's why I said take the 16-inch snowfall parts with a grain of salt, because the models are in pretty disagreement. The average estimation is anywhere from 8 to 12 inches of snow in some of these areas. Although Chicago, you could get 1 inch or 6 inches, considering how that temperature battle goes for you guys. But I wanted to record this, talk to you about this, and if you're suggesting traveling tomorrow, wait till after the storm has passed, or if you can, just travel before 10 a.m. And last thing I will say is that 24 hours ago, we weren't expecting such an event like this. So this is going to be pretty massive. It's going to bring a lot of sheets of snow down. It's going to bring very heavy snow. How much snow is basically that's the big question. But even if we don't get a lot of snow, we are still going to have a lot of travel problems. So my best advice, after 10 o'clock, do not travel. If you're if you're south of Waukegan, do not travel. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll keep you updated, and stay safe.